I hope you had a good weekend. I had a very nice weekend. I did a whole bunch of things, but the highlight of my weekend was lunch with a very special someone at the golf course yesterday for Easter. The food was great, the company was better. Good morning, lunch. Yeah. Hey, that Chrissy Metz movie, a friend of mine saw it. Did you see it? Clap if you did. A few people. Okay, here's what she said. She said she laughed, she cried even more, and Chrissy Metz is a superstar. So I want to see that sometime this week. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Listen, I wanted to remind you that Wendy's 10K Friday giveaway, you heard about this? It's pretty big. It starts this coming Friday, where a lucky Wendy superfan's gonna get a chance to win up to $10,000. But here's the deal. What you have to do is you have to correctly answer questions from the shows every day this week beginning now. And they're not gonna be just any questions. They're gonna be random things that happen during the show, so you've got to watch closely and listen closer. I'll give you an example. Where did Wendy have lunch on Easter Sunday? And you would say the golf club. Right, not course, because that would mean the green. At the club. All those nice Easter Sunday families, and there I was. So anyway, listen, and if you want a chance to win, come on and play with us. Go to wendyshow.com to enter, okay? All right. You heard Nicki Minaj is going on tour with Chris Brown. Me too. Me too, I said this, me too. You know, separately, I don't know whether you would go just to see Chris and his, people that he'd have on tour with him, or if you'd go just to see Nicki, who's been struggling on her tour, recently. So now the both of them are together. The specific dates and cities haven't yet been released, but it's going to be something where the tour is taking place late in summer, so you can make your plans, save your money now. Personally speaking, I don't know whether I'd go see Chris, like I said, or Nicki, but two of them together, I'm in. Like I'm in. And you might be saying, well, then who would open the show? Because both of them are equally as big as one or the other, and both of them for two different reasons, and then a lot of the same reasons are interesting to us together, don't you think? So clap if you think Chris should open the show. Clap if you think Nicki should open the show. Nicki edged him out. Clap if you don't care because you're not going. Well, personally speaking, I think that they shouldn't have an opener because I like both of them equally, but what they should do is open up together with their new song, Wobble Up. Say, be out there together, then they do Wobble Up, and then maybe Chris disappears off the side of the stage, during, part of the Wobble Up song, and then Nicki takes over and they break right into a Nicki song. And then for the next city, they open up with Wobble Up, and then Nicki disappears and lets Chris continue on. That way everything's equal. Or they can do it this way, because they're both notorious for showing up late, so whoever shows up first opens. Say, recently, Nicki fired her entire management team. And when I say recent, I mean like last week. They've been managing her career, the people that she fired, ever since her career began. So that means new wigs, new makeup, new manager, new costume designers, new hangers, like new people. Now, how does that work? Okay, well, you can clap and everything. I guess the two people that clapped maybe are blaming them on some of the not so nice things that have been going on in Nicki's life recently. And some of, but you know what? Apparently more people than not believe that, if things aren't going so well, usually the wobbly, crazy mess starts at the top. That would be Nicki. So maybe Nicki, if you're gonna have all new people in, then maybe it's time for you also to check some of the things that you admit yourself in your own mind, when you're all by yourself, like Nicki, you could really grow up and do this differently with these new people or that differently. And then maybe we'll see better results. I don't know if they're coming to New York. Like I said, I don't know where they're going. That hasn't been announced, but the tickets do go on sale on April 26th. So that's right around the corner. I certainly would like to go. Cardi B, everybody. She had her day in court, and boy, did she look fabulous. Cardi's wearing Christian Siriano. It's a $1,100 Christian Siriano neck dress. And she's wearing a $1,700 flared pair of trousers by Christian. She's also sporting $995 Saint Laurent sandals and a large Hermes bag. Along with very expensive sunglasses and a very chic, low ponytail. She looks beautiful. All right, but looking beautiful in court is not all about winning. Although these days, how you look could make you win. She's winning. So she went to court on Friday, this past Friday, and she rejected the plea deal that would have given her 0 jail time. She's playing with this court system. Do you remember back in August, this is why she was there, back in August of 2018, Cardi allegedly had her squad, her goons, attack a sisters, not sisters, but sisters, like born from the same mother. Sisters, at a strip club where they bartend. Well, the sisters' names are Baddie G and Jade. Apparently, Cardi was nowhere, she was in the club, but Cardi says she has nothing to do with the goons throwing bottles at the girls, throwing chairs at the girls, throwing ashtrays at the girls, and hookah pipes, allegedly. This is all very sad and very, very scary, but something in it is comical because I don't believe that people are acting this way these days. Like, why would Cardi have anything to do with this? She is winning on so many levels. And but sometimes when you're an artist and you're out and your people see people that you've mentioned that you don't particularly get along with, sometimes your people just want a bonus from you, so they do things only to come, like when a cat kills a mouse. You know, the cat always brings the mouse to you like, look, Mom, look what I've done. And you're like, ew, get out of here with that. So, I don't know, but Cardi is charged now with reckless endangerment and assault. I wonder if the hookah pipe had that smelly water in it. Well, they say if Cardi's convicted, she faces up to 1 year in jail. Now you figure 1 year in jail based on her outfit and based on her outfit, she will not be doing a year. She might do, what, 3 months? And I'm not saying it like it's nothing, because 3 months, we don't want to go to jail for 3 seconds. But in the rap game, you know how sometimes people go to jail and come out bigger than ever? I'm just saying, I don't picture Cardi B getting beat up in jail. I don't picture Cardi B eating, chip beef for a meal. I picture her having lobster, everybody's taking care of her in jail, she's writing lyrics, the baby, her daughter, I know she won't want to be away from her daughter, that's visitation rights. Her baby's father bring the baby in. Cardi will say, woo woo, the baby's young enough, she won't even remember Mom's stretch, but she will be able to count all that money that Mom will make. She will be more powerful, probably, and more famous than ever if she went to jail. And unfortunately, that is how a lot of the entertainment world feels about jail these days. If you take note to your headlines, a lot of people feel as though jail is nothing, when jail is something. Jail is something. I mean, hopefully she won't do jail time, and hopefully those girls, you know, the girls that were hit, you can't forget about the alleged innocent parties. One of them is on Love and Hip Hop. I'm not sure. This one down here? Is that Love and Hip Hop?
I don't.
Isn't one of them one of those shows?
I don't think so. Oh,
do we know them from somewhere? All right, well, we know them from the strip club bar. And after this, maybe they'll be famous enough, just based on being on Hot Topics and stuff, so then you'll see them on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know. It's a very strange world that we live in. Remy Ma, all I want is a phone call from you to the Bureau, the Hot Topics Bureau. I don't even want to talk about your case, Rem, because I just don't want to talk about it. But Rem is in the news and I don't want to talk about it. I would like to hear from my friend Remy Ma. Remy, I'm not here all day to answer the phone, but you also have my cell number. If I don't answer, just call the Hot Topics Bureau. Papoose, we only want to hear from you or Rem. That's it. None of the hangers on. We don't want to hear from the hangers on. Remy, if you have anything to say in regards, just if you know Remy, tell her I'm looking for her. All right. What a show. Well, there are two classic sitcoms that are coming back to TV, but for one night only. Personally, I'm all in. All right, the two sitcoms, so one will come a half hour apiece, one will come on the first half hour, and then the other one will come on the second half hour, and people like me and from my era are going to love Jimmy Kimmel and TV legend Norman Lear, who invented so many shows, including the Jeffersons and All in the Family. Well, guess what they're bringing back to TV? I know. For one night only. And they're gonna be original episodes of the Jeffersons and All in the Family. Original episodes where they are in real time. So it won't be the back in the day. It'll be, what are they doing now in 2017? This is gonna be so wonderful. All right, here's the casting. Wanda Sykes as Louise Jefferson. And Jamie Foxx as George Jefferson. Now, some people in our Hot Topics morning meeting were saying, well, why isn't it Kevin Hart? He's loud, and he's funny, and he's short. But I say, why does everything have to go to the oh so fortunate, and we love him here, but why does everything have to go to Kevin Hart, right? Give Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx will do a bang-up job at this, by the way. Jamie Foxx, yes. Jamie Foxx will be a very believable George Jefferson, and I think that Wanda Sykes, always funny, will be very good at Wheezy. Will Ferrell is going to play the ever so popular Tom Willis. And the original role was done by Franklin Cover. And then Justina Machado, now let me just talk, okay, is gonna play Marla Gibbs. For obvious reasons, this is not a good choice. And I love Justina, she's been here on the show. She also stars in one of my favorite remake sitcoms, One Day at a Time. One Day at a Time. Thanks. All reboots don't work, but One Day at a Time does. And I'm sorry if you all don't watch, but you're missing a good thing. They're not on right now, but you know, it's like the seasons, the seasons. I just don't think Christina will make a good Florence on account of Florence is black. Lukewarm reception, but you gotta start color matching if you're gonna do remakes. You can't mix us up that much, okay? And how about this? Christina would be good at something else, plus she's good at One Day at a Time. I'm sorry, Christina, but I gotta call it the way I see it. No, you. All right, how about this? You move Wanda Sykes over to play Florence. Yep. Funny, witty, and by the way, because Florence is a bigger character than Wheezy, you still give Wanda Sykes that Wheezy money, because that's what you promised her in the beginning. You know what I mean? And now we'll have to find someone to play Wheezy, and I couldn't think of anyone. I can't think of anybody to play Wheezy, but I'm sure she's out there. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said. Who Knight? Gladys Knight? Gladys Knight is not funny, she sings. I don't know her for being like sitcom funny, like Jefferson funny. You gotta be funny. I like Miss Knight, but no. All right, let's move on. Woody Harrelson and Marissa Tomei are gonna play Archie and Edith Bunker on All in the Family, the other sitcom. Why not? I think they'll be good. These are some really big names for, you know, a one night only thing, right? But people who are really big are understanding that movies really aren't as big anymore as being on TV. TV has become the new movie, and movies have become the new, ugh. I'll wait for it to come out on demand. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's the casting. And now what about the songs? Do you want to hear the original songs? Yes. All right. Well, do you know who Glenn Miller is? No, I don't want to hear Boy, the way Glenn Miller played. You know, why? No, if you're going to make the sitcom modern, like for 2019, then it should be Boy, the way John Legend played. Right? Or something. And Archie and Edith sang the originals of the Archie and Edith this time. Look, I'm tired of talking about this. It seems like it's taking a long time. But I say all that to say that it's going to be live in front of a studio audience. And remember this date. I'll remind you constantly. Remember, it's All in the Family and the Jeffersons. It's airing soon. May 22nd on ABC. Yeah. Okay. My generation and the generations around it, we really do need good sitcomage these days, right? We need that in our lives. Guess who's writing a book? You get yours after I get mine. Because, hunty, when Robyn Crawford writes, everyone's gonna read. You know who Robyn Crawford is? Robyn Crawford is the former best friend of Whitney Houston. Somewhere along the way, while Whitney was still alive, Robyn disappeared from Whitney's life because it was alleged that Robyn did not like the cast of characters that were surrounding Whitney, her friend from childhood, and allegedly taking Whitney down the wrong path where ultimately Whitney met her demise. Robyn is writing a book. It's called A Song for You. I've got the cover of there it is. A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston. In our Hot Topics meeting, some of the Bureau members said, well, this looks like a sappy book. I said, oh no, it doesn't. What it looks like is Robyn is establishing just how long she'd known Whitney before Whitney passed away. Robyn has since moved on with her life in real life. She's married. And they have children, and they live in Jersey. I need a galley of this book, not even the first copy. I can't even wait, I need it. Robyn, I know that you're working on writing and it's probably already been written, but if you wrote it in pencil, maybe you can go back and add some more stuff. Like, Robyn, we don't want to know about the alleged affair that you and Whitney were having, alleged by Bobby Brown. We don't want to know the details about that, you know, whatever. What we want to know about, or what I want to know about, and I'll convince my constituency. Well, I want to know what makes a childhood best friend grow up and be a woman best friend, travel the world with her best friend Whitney, and then all of a sudden quit the camp. Quit being the best friend. Always have her in her heart, but quit. What was so bad? Who are these people around Whitney? What was Whitney's relationship for real with her brother? Because we only hear the brother say it, everything's love. What was Whitney's relationship really from what you saw with Bobby? Because all we hear is what Bobby says. And what we saw on Being Bobby Brown, but we know that Whitney was not necessarily in the best space during the filming of that series. What really was Whitney's relationship with her mother and her father and Clive Davis and her makeup artist and her hair? You know, what? Don't you want to know? Like, I don't, you know? And I think this is me saying, because Robyn has kept a very tight lip on everything. She's disappeared respectfully into the abyss. So now she's ready to talk. And I think this can go one of two ways. Either this can be a book of sappy poetry, or this can be a book telling it like it was. That would have been a good title, Telling It Like It Was, by Robyn Crawford. Hey, the book hits bookshelves in November. I'll remind you. All right, so, do you ice skate? I barely walk, I'm definitely not. I don't even like ice in my drinks, just a few cubes. No. So the singer Gavin DeGraw, right? So he was singing for an NHL game. Here he is. He looks young enough to spring back. He looks fun, like maybe he knows how to ice skate. I don't know. But over the weekend, he was hired to sing the national anthem at the Stanley Cup playoffs. So you see they have a nice carpeted runway. You walk out so you don't fall. The runway goes up to a bigger carpet, kind of like the one that Aladdin sailed on, like that rectangle. Gavin had one job, walk the runway and sing. No, there he goes. There he Well, the good thing that I observed is that he didn't land on his teeth. He was a good sport, everybody. He actually posted it on his own social media. Gavin, you know what this means, darling. We are adding you to our Wendy's Fall of Shame. There he is, there he is. We've got more great show for you, everyone. Keep clapping, a little louder is always good here. Next, we've got the inside scoop on Lori Loughlin and her 40-year bid that she could possibly be doing. So, grab a snack and come on.